You know that feeling, right? Standing on the edge of saying something huge, playing out every single possible outcome in your head. It's that universal mix of, well, hope and pure terror. Today, we're going to dive deep into that exact moment, and we're using the song What If as our guide to walk that emotional tightrope.
So the song just kicks right off with this line, this incredibly direct invitation. It sets the stage immediately, doesn't it? We're not just listening to a story. We're literally being pulled into a conversation that feels forbidden, just simmering with tension from the get-go.
All right, so first up, let's explore what the song calls the unspoken conversation. You know, the massive power of all those words that are just hanging in the air, unsaid.
Right away, the speaker points out that there's this topic that is completely off limits. It's the classic elephant in the room. And you get the feeling they both know it's there, but actually saying it out loud, well, that means everything is about to change.
And this is why it's all so terrifying. It's not just a chat, it's a point of no return. The comfortable, safe dynamic they have right now, it's all on the line. Just one sentence could change it forever.
So here, the speaker takes this tiny little step forward, just kind of testing the waters. This isn't the full confession yet, not even close. It's that internal debate spilling out a little. It's the classic dilemma, right? Do I push forward into the scary unknown, or do I just retreat back to the safety of silence?
Okay, let's move on to our next section, because this whole thing builds into what you can only call a high-stakes gamble. This isn't just about feelings anymore. It's about risking everything you have right now for a future you know nothing about.
So, you've got this one single decision that could create two totally opposite futures. The entire song is basically balanced on this one moment of vulnerability, a moment that could lead to complete happiness or, total heartbreak. There is absolutely no middle ground here.
And here they are, the two paths laid out perfectly. On one side, you've got the ultimate dream, a future together. And on the other, the absolute worst-case scenario, losing everything you already have. The lyrics just capture this perfect, terrifying split.
And of course, when the stakes are that high, the self-doubt kicks in. It's inevitable. The speaker starts questioning their own judgment, even their sanity. Is this hope just a fantasy? Am I reading all the signs wrong? I mean, it's a feeling anyone who's ever been in this spot knows all too well.
So all of this brings us right to the core of it all, the real heart of the question, where that hypothetical leap is finally kind of taken.
But before the question is even asked, we get this powerful little phrase, I know you know. It suggests there's this shared awareness, right? A silent understanding that just makes the tension almost unbearable. It's like they're both in on the secret, which makes the silence even heavier.
And because they both know, the choice becomes so stark, so black and white. We stay, we go. It just hammers home the finality of it all. There is no going back to the way things were once these words are out in the open.
And then, there it is. The question, the entire song, the entire internal monologue has been building towards. It's phrased as a what if because, well, it's still a test. It's a way to say the unsayable without fully having to face the consequences just yet. It is the bravest and most vulnerable moment of the entire song.
So when you really think about it, this what-if question is a tool we all use. It's our brain's way of running a simulation, like a psychological dress rehearsal. It lets us explore these terrifying and maybe beautiful possibilities from a totally safe, hypothetical distance.
But does the speaker ever actually break out of this simulation? Well, that brings us to our final section, the loop of uncertainty. Because the way the song is built actually mirrors the speaker's own mental state.
Now, here's what's so fascinating. The song never gives us an answer. It's not about the resolution. It's all about capturing that feeling of being trapped in the moment before the choice is made, just endlessly circling the same thoughts over and over.
And here you see another layer of that spiral. The debate shifts from just pure emotion, hope versus fear, to something more practical. Is this even a good idea? Is it going to be worth all the potential chaos? The overthinking just goes deeper and deeper.
So the speaker's mind is basically just stuck on a loop. First, they acknowledge the feeling, then they weigh the outcomes, then they formulate the big what-if question, and then they hesitate. And that hesitation sends them right back to the beginning to start the whole cycle all over again.
And what's really brilliant is that the song ends exactly where it began, with that same line, let's talk about all the things that we shouldn't talk about. This structure is so clever because it emphasizes that for the speaker, the journey is the destination.
They are completely stuck in the what if.
And so we're left with this final kind of haunting question. Is all this hesitation because there's a real fear of the unknown, or is it because the answer has been there the whole time and maybe the speaker is just afraid to see it? And that's a question the song leaves for us to answer ourselves.